Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We back. I am Shay Love Supreme, and today we are going to be talking about the amazing, wonderful, interesting, heavy, deep energy of the Pisces full moon that is happening today. So today is September 9th, 2022, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's important to talk about this energy today because a lot is going on. A lot is going on energetically. A lot is going on planetarily that affects us energetically. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. You know, like I say in all my videos, you know, I did some notes, you know what I'm saying? Get my thoughts together. And we're going to get into it. So today is an amazing day, first of all. We always want to speak that on each and every day that we have. But one thing that I have also been noticing within the last couple of days and really weeks, all of September for real, even though we only in the second week, but it's going by fast, baby. But yeah, let's get into it. This energy feels very emotional. And it's so fitting because, you know, Pisces is a very emotional sign. You know what I mean? Pisces is a very emotional sign, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, because really what this time is calling for us to do is to tap further into our emotions. So certain things are definitely coming up, especially because it is retrograde season. Mercury went into retrograde in the sign of Libra yesterday, which was September 9th. You know what I mean? So this is the 10th, okay? So we really wrapping up some things. We really completing some things in order to start anew with some new things, okay, that are coming in, that are coming through, that we've been, you know, wishing, hoping, wanting for. And now, you know, I feel like with every cycle, you know, there's a beginning and then there's an end. And right before you reach that culminated period of, you know, reaping your rewards, you have to be in a review state. What does that mean? That means that you have to be in a state of, you know, knowing that certain things from the past that you went through, gone through, and you healed through are going to come up again. Not for you to combat it or to be reluctant or not wanting to see a certain thing. It's for you to see it and to see how much you've grown from your past, you know, because when I think about Pisces as well, being ruled by the 12th house, these are certain things within our subconscious that we hold that we may not be totally aware of each and every time, meaning that, you know, we may not be aware of these things until they come up and then be like, dang, that really did affect me in a certain type of way, or wow, I really did heal from that, you know. So I feel like that's something that's really important that's being brought up right now. But also, you know, Pisces itself is a water sign, right? And that also represents divine feminine energy, like I had talked about in the previous video. So that means that these are holding memories. You know, this sign is holding, you know, certain types of memories and accumulations of, you know, past lives, past karma, or past traumas and everything of that nature that are now being brought up for us to release. You know, you don't have to hold on to things, especially when you're healing. You know, you don't have to hold on to certain situations and certain things of the past. You know, we choose to hold on to these things because, you know, we are conditioned to think that we have to, or sometimes we feel like we don't know any other way in order to work through certain things. Yeah, so we're definitely going to get into this. Yeah, so definitely, like I said in these notes, baby, I said, you know, wait a minute, come on, notes. They fresh too. They some fresh notes. They hot and ready, baby. Hot and ready. But yeah, past traumas coming up, especially now, because we are in retrograde season and retrograde energy. And you know something is amazing that is about to happen for all of us on a collective scale who have been doing our work, because, and what work I'm talking about, our inner work, our inner self work, working within our emotions, working on bettering ourselves, healing ourselves, working on excelling and also elevating ourselves to a higher frequency in order to, you know, either be of service to the collective, or to, you know, be that person who we are meant to be and not what society feels that we should be. Different things of that nature is what's really coming up. Yes. So, so we definitely can be in this time of revisiting certain past situation or emotions that we have worked through in the past. You know, seeing how, like I said, how far that we have come. Also, knowing that, you know, some things are not meant to reopen. Some situations with certain people, circumstances, situations are not meant to be revisited physically. You can do that in your mind now. The subconscious mind, you can do that. You can even do a meditation, you know, to go to that person or go to that situation and make either amends or just make peace with it, and really give yourself a chance to really move forward and move on in a way that is healing for you, you know, because sometimes it's not about the other person. It's always about us and how we feel and how we process things and move forward in order to reach the levels of healing and growth that we need to be in, you know, because the universe is not playing, okay? That's why all these planets is in retrograde, okay? They're not playing. What it's really saying to me is, all right, we need to review this, we need to review this, and that, because we need you to review it, and we need you to make peace, and we need you to release a lot of things in love, not in hate, but in love, and understand it from all perspectives, right? So that you can let it go, so that you can receive this new life and this new reality that you were oh so wanting for so badly. Now it's here. Now you have to make the decision to move forward in the best way that you know that is possible. Yes. So yes, Spirit is bringing back up certain situations and people, places, things, right? To see your reaction and how you handle your emotions in regards to that situation. Yes. We are here to master a lot of things, but one of the biggest things that we are here to master as a collective is our emotions. Yes, our emotions are something that has to be mastered, because if we react out of emotion all the time, how are we really going to accomplish things from a very clear and level head that provides more solutions than creating even more problems than were there or that were necessary? You know? Yes. We have to balance out this energy with our opposite sign, right, of Virgo. Virgo is the opposite sign of Pisces, which means that we have to harness in our more analytical, more meticulous, more receptive energy, receptive in a way that is conducive to us really being able to lean back, like that just said, lean back, and, you know, let's write down some things. Let's write down our feelings and our thoughts and our emotions and organize them in a way that is making sense for us, that will be the best solution to whatever problem that it is. And it's something to work through, because our emotions are something to work through every single day. You know, we have certain energies that are always trying to influence and infiltrate us, but it's up to us to be our own parent and sit ourselves down and know how to calm down from certain situations, know how to stay the eye inside of that storm, okay? To learn how to just be in calmness and stillness and not always be running towards something. Now, there's times where you can run and, you know, you do your little jog towards something, you know, a little jog. But most of the time, you gonna have to have that balance, you know, because we are in a society of very running masculine energy, which is based upon action, based upon not sitting down and listening to yourself, to others who got the wisdom, or to spirit, your higher self, who be like, hey, calm down, wait a minute, sit down, and people don't be sitting down, and that's why some people be getting sick. For real, think about it. Whenever a person gets sick, some people who get sick, now not everybody, but some people who get sick be always on the run, always doing something, never sitting down, never listening to themselves, not listening to their body and what their body is telling them. So their body be like, all right, you ain't listening? All right, you're gonna be sick for a little bit. And then that sickness makes their body and themselves have to be in a space of stillness. And then they be receiving, some people receive messages and downloads, you know what I'm saying, or uploads, like I like to say. And some people go right back to doing what the fuck they doing, and they were never as healthy as they could be. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know who that was for, but yeah. Yeah. All right. But yes, to see how much, this energy is to see how much that you've grown, and to see the lesson and experience for what it was versus the illusion of desire that was there. You know, sometimes, for instance, we're in certain connections and relationships with people, right? And we may have an expectation and a want and a desire and a need for someone to be a certain thing for us, or to be a certain person for us, or we may have this whole view of what a person really and truly is, right? But that in itself might be an illusion of Pisces. That may be something that we wanted them to be, but that may not be something that they were able to be, or something that they were never intending to be in the first place. And it may not even be something that they were meant to be for you, because they were meant to bring you in a certain lesson that has to be realized. Yes. All right. And then also this energy can bring up certain dreams, hopes, wishes, and desires, as well as fantasies that you hold within the deeper aspects of yourself. And this deeper aspect, them deeper aspects, you may not be sharing with everybody. So these may be things that you may not even think or have felt was possible in the past, but now these dreams and aspirations that you have can come to fruition, especially within this energy. You know what I mean? Things that you may not even have thought past, because maybe other people have influenced the way that you thought, or maybe other people have influenced, like, oh, you can't do that, or you can't be that. But this energy is really calling for you to have more belief within yourself, because you believing in yourself versus other people believing you is the most important thing. You know, self-belief is the most important thing. And the Pisces, one thing about Pisces, once they believe something and they know it for themselves, ain't nobody can stop them. That's for sure. Can't nobody stop them. People may think, oh, you're whimsical, or you're living in fantasy, or you know, that can never happen for you. But that's just based upon that other person's perception. Because most of the time, what happens with belief is either it's indoctrinated on you, or it's formed based upon what you see other people doing. You know what I'm saying? Or what other people are telling you can be done or can't be done. You know, so you are the dictator of your own beliefs and your own reality to make things happen for you. You know, it doesn't really matter about what other people feel, because what they feel sometimes is their own level of inadequacy and their own level of narrow-minded perceptions that hold them back. So in turn, with their fear of you doing something that's different, that they may feel like they can't do, they try to hold you back on a subconscious level. But it's not up to them to dictate what is the best thing for you. Only you can do that for you. You know, you have to rip away those rip away those boundaries and barriers that were placed upon you based upon somebody else, or another thought pattern or viewpoint that has nothing to do with you. And really see, like, this is possible for me because I want it to be. And if you believe in something long enough, it shall happen. Yes. Yes. So this is definitely, this energy is challenging the lack of beliefs due to what other people have projected on you, due to their own fears or lack of beliefs within themselves. Confirmation. And this is also about balancing your boundaries. So within Pisces energy, we can even take on other people's thoughts, their energies, their emotions without even realizing it, because Pisces is basically about merging. That's what it's about as well, the energy of Pisces, to me at least. It's about merging, being able to merge, right? So sometimes we can feel certain things from our environment or certain people or certain situations that make us feel like, okay, we can't do this, we can't do that, but it's really not you to begin with. So that's the illusion in itself. It really wasn't you to begin with who had those thoughts and those viewpoints of yourself. You could have been picking up on something that had nothing to do with you, but you didn't even realize it because your clairsentience was just on point that day. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be picking up on the negative feelings or thoughts about somebody that they have about themselves, and you mistake it as it being your own, and it ain't your own. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important to take time and do your introspection and your self-reflection with yourself, and to discern what's yours and what's not yours, and then act accordingly. So yes, the choice is yours. And also the voice is yours. When I was typing, baby, it said the voice is yours. So I just put that on there. The choice is yours and the voice is yours. And what do I mean by the voice is yours? Thank you for asking. I mean, everything that you believe, everything that you want, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and your desires, you can write it out, yes, but also use that third chakra and speak it out into existence. What they say, the power of tongue? They wasn't lying. They were not lying. So I'm going to say it. Do that. If anything you take from this video, yes, take this energy or take this day or the next couple of days, because the full moon energy is very potent and strong 3 days before, during, and 3 days after the full moon. Go ahead and write down your intentions and speak it out into the universe, okay? I'm going to have something else for y'all to do as well, but we're going to get through the last notes and then we're going to move on to that. All right, so also with boundaries, it's realizing that you can unconditionally love a person, place, situation, thing, or event, but that doesn't mean that you cannot place boundaries on those that you love, because boundaries are so important. Boundaries, especially emotional boundaries, all type of boundaries, right? It's for you and not the other person. So being able to harness the opposite energy of Virgo, like I had said before, right? And analyze as well as to discern that just because you love and care for a person or other people, right? Don't matter. It could be in relationships or your family, co-workers, whatever, right? It doesn't mean that you cannot pour that same love into yourself and care for yourself first and not let them overstep your requirements of them in your life. We need to start setting more requirements for certain people within our lives, or for all people within our lives. People may think like, oh, or may feel as though they can do certain things to you, or but that's not the case. People can only do what you allow them to do with you. Okay? You create your reality. So that means that you can discern what a person does and what they don't do in your life. And if they can't abide by those requirements from you, then they don't need to be in your life. Very simple. But with the emotional energy, right, it makes it more clouded. Harder said than done. Or harder done to say it. I think it's said than done. Yeah. And then also Pisces rules transcendental energy, like we said, but also transmutation of those energies that are not beneficial for your highest good. So this is all about transmuting the energy around you and within your atmosphere, and that will be very beneficial for you, especially when you're manifesting certain things, because you don't want to manifest in darker or heavier energies, not even darker, but heavier energies that are not within the same vibrational match as yourself. You want to vibrate higher, and you want your manifestations to rise higher too. Yeah, so no matter what circumstances that you're in, you can always transmute it. You got the choice. And then also, yeah, this energy is about breaking down barriers and seeing through the illusions, like we said before. And then also, let's look at Pisces and what it represents. These are the two fish, right? So this also goes into the choices. Two choices. One fish here, one fish here. They kind of like this, ain't they? They kind of like this. So one's going this away and the other one going like that away. So, yeah, the choice is yours in order to choose the path of self, or to choose the path of continuing martyrism, self-sacrificing, and also, you know, just giving up everything for other people instead of making sure that you are fulfilling your own hopes and wishes, dreams and desires that are necessary for you to thrive and for you to be happy and fruitful and abundant and living your best life. Yes. Yes. And also too, I want to say this too, you know, just because I say self, that don't mean that you're selfish. And sometimes, you know, you got to be a little bit selfish for you. You got to look out for yourself, because you have to be in control of yourself and your vessel. You have to be in control of your own energy. You have to make sure that you are operating at your best self, because if you are not making sure that you're doing it, how are you going to expect yourself to do that for others, or to be in a healthy space in order to provide that kind of service or whatever it is that you do? How are you going to be showing up as your best self if you are not even pouring into yourself in the way that you need to with that water? Cleansing, purification, different things of that nature with water. And then yes, your choices can bring balance within the scales of Libra, since we are in Libra retrograde of Mercury, right? Which also can bring balance as a positive domino effect in all areas of your life. This transformational energy, this is transformational energy. This is a final review before the next chapter. Yeah, so that is basically what I got for the full moon energy within Pisces, the two baby fish, okay? Yes, that's what I got, y'all. So, like I say before, you know, definitely like, share, and subscribe. I definitely have a website if you guys want to book an astrology reading with me or a Reiki healing session with me. So that is at www.blossomcentral.com with a U, blossom with a U, y'all. And then also, if you want to send me any questions that you have about my services or anything at all, for real, anything at all, in realms of spirituality and higher vibrations, of course, you can definitely email me at blossomcentral@gmail.com. And then also, lastly, you guys can follow me on Instagram at ShayLoveSupreme_22. Yes, y'all, definitely like, share, and subscribe. You know, like I said before, we try and get our subscribers up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so a lot of things are happening and coming in store as well. Oh, I'm also going to put my PayPal and Cash App up there. I definitely accept donations. Definitely do. I allow and I welcome in the flow of abundance. I accept that and I love that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys pouring into me as I pour into you. And yeah, until next time, I love you guys. Peace.